Welcome back. In the previous video, we introduced the idea of the analytics process and defined the problem we're looking to solve. Now that we've got a good idea of why we're doing the analysis, let's go on to the next stage of the analysis, question generation. Here, we'll make a list of all the things we'd like to test in our analysis. If you know that you'll need a certain data point in your data set before you start manipulating numbers, it's always easier to include it beforehand rather than trying to bring it in halfway or start again. Trust me, I do this all the time. Now, the best form questions can be answered with a yes or no answer or a number. So categorical answers, like what color is the sky, or blue or gray, they can sometimes be okay, but be careful you don't end up with too many categories. Imagine if we had to list every possible color of the sky. Could it be sky blue, deep blue, it's black at night, it's red during a sunset, etc., etc. So try and stay away from categorical. And questions should also be answerable. So the question, how many times per day do men think about food? Yes, it would come up with a number, but it can't be reliably measured using today's technology. Lastly, the questions that you're coming up with, they need to be related to the original problem statement. One of my most effective techniques for coming up with questions I need to test is called deconstruction, or as my grade 6 to 8 music teacher used to call it, bite-sized chunkify, which I love. I love that word, and I like the way that breaks it down. So this involves breaking a big, complex problem into many easy to solve problems. So instead of trying to solve this big giant problem all at once, you solve each of these small problems, each of which individually is very easy to solve, and then combine them all at the end to form a solution to the bigger problem. So if you're confused, don't worry, we're going to walk through an example of this in a minute. Last point with the question stage, don't be afraid to include lots of different data here, even if you're not sure if you can immediately get a hold of the data. We'll deal with that at a later step. So recapping our situation for the moment, we've got some hypothetical Facebook ads that we're paying for. When users click on these ads, they go to our website, and once they're on our website, they hopefully buy something from us. We want to know whether the cost of the ads outweighs the sales that we get. So let's start with the endpoints of our process. As you can see, we're spending some money on Facebook ads, so we should start by figuring out how much we're spending. We also know on the other end of the process, we're getting some money from visitors to our website who are making purchases. So we'll need to know how much money the visitors to our website spent. Now let's connect the two ends of our process. In order for a Facebook user to make a purchase, they would have to click on an ad and go to our website. Once they're on our website, they'll hopefully make a purchase. So those are our last two questions. How many Facebook users clicked on ads, and how many people from our website ended up making a purchase? There, now we're done. We deconstructed this big problem into a couple of steps. We looked at the process, and we've come up with 4 questions. So to summarize, our 4 questions are: how much do the Facebook ads cost? How many users click on the ads and go to our website? Of the ones who clicked on the ads, how many of them purchased something from our website? And of the ones who purchased, how much money did they spend? Now, if we knew the answers to these specific questions, we could answer our objective. Now, you might be asking, why don't I just use the start and end questions? And that's a legitimate question you can ask. But so far, we're just listing out all the questions. We don't know if we have all of the data readily available to us. We might need to make some assumptions or use a proxy. So it's better to list all of the possible questions that we might need, and then in the next stage, we'll go through them one by one and figure out which ones can we actually answer. Now, I'm sure your coffee is getting empty by this point, so we'll leave it there for now. Make sure you click like if you like this video and click subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thanks very much, and I'll see you in the next section.